In this video, I'm going to be removing the batteries on a Freightliner Cascadia. Uh, First, you have to start by removing your step. This is the passenger side step, and the batteries are right here. And you gotta unhook this two clips right here. So you have these clips. All you have to do is pull them out and lift this hinge right here. So that one's released, and you have another one on the other side. So all you gotta do is remove this cover. So the batteries are right here. As you can see, this is the setup on the wires. It's a little different than others. Just make sure this is the setup you have on your truck. If not, it's basically the same thing, but just make sure the positives and negatives are on where they belong. So in this truck, the negatives are on this side and on the left, and the positives are all in the middle. So before you take them off, make sure you remember or take a picture to see where they go and how the wires go, if you want to. So to remove this plate right here, you got to take it off so the batteries can come out. It's only this bolt right here, another one right here, and another one right here, and they're 7/16. You can see it has a bolt in the inside. So I'm gonna take off this cover and then continue removing all the wires. So I'm using this wrench and this socket, the 7/16, to remove the 3 bolts. So the cover is off. Now I'm gonna remove all the battery nuts. It looks like a lot, but it's only the ones on the battery, on the post for the battery, which is this one, the ones on the for the battery, this one, the 2 on this side, and this one and this one. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove those. So the wires, I'm just gonna put them up here and make sure they don't fall back into the battery post. So this one, just make sure you remember where it goes. And again, I'm just gonna put it somewhere like that so that positives are disconnected. So I'm gonna remove the negatives now. So the socket for this is a 14 millimeter. So same thing, I'm gonna lift them up. And I'm gonna put them up here just to hold them. Let me show you guys. So I just have them hold up here just so everything's clear in here. So now I'm gonna take off this bracket right here. This is the bracket that holds the batteries down. It has 2 on each side. This is gonna take a 14 millimeter socket too. If you want, you can put some WD-40 so it can come off easier. And this one's you don't have to take them off all the way. It has a long thread, but you don't have to take it all the way off. You can just take it up to here and then release it from the hook on the bottom. I'll show you right now once I take it off how they hook onto the chassis, to this bracket right here. The same thing on the back one. Just loosen it up. It doesn't have to be all the way out. So that one is off. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do this one. So the batteries are released. I'm gonna go ahead and take them out. So as you can see, this is the bracket. So they hook onto this hole right here, and it has one on the other side, on this side. So basically, they go like this. So this is how you clamp them down. Once you put the batteries on, you really can't see the hole where they go, but this is how they should look. And same thing on the other side. So I'm gonna bring in my new batteries. I have them right here. I got them at the dealer for like around $70. So let me bring them in here. So I'm gonna try to put the bracket in already, just so I know the hole is aligned on the inside. So right there, the hook is in. So I'm gonna put the front one. So I'm gonna put the front one now. So right there, the two hooks are in. I'm just gonna screw it back in. So I'm gonna do the other side now. So right here, the hook is the hook on the other side. It's in where it belongs. So So I just put it to the side. And align the battery. So I'm gonna bring in the third one, the last one, I mean. And now just put in the last hook. So all the batteries are in, put into place with the brackets. So now it's time to put in the wires back in to the post, to the terminals. So before you bring them in, make sure you brush all the corrosion on your cables. You can sand them using a sandpaper or a wire brush. Just make sure all the contacts are clean so you can get better connection. So now I'm gonna plug in all the batteries. So just remove the plastic covers. So I'm gonna start putting all the negatives, and then I'll do the positives at the end. So as you can see, they fall into place. Just put the nut back in. I'll tie them in right now. I'm just gonna do put them all in, and then I'll tie them. Now I'm just gonna do all the positives. So as you can see, that one didn't align, but I'm going to take this one off and align it. You don't have to tie them too much. So all the positives are in and bolts in. Just do all the negatives too. Make sure you put in the bracket to drain the tanks. And do the last bolt on the other side. So I'm gonna bolt them in right now. So that's basically finished. I'm just gonna put the cover, put back the step, and that's all you gotta do to remove and replace the batteries. So thanks for watching.